everyone, welcome to your bonus assignment for this. We've done two this month, or one this month, so this will be your second bonus assignment this month. So, I don't know if you have noticed, but gnomes have become a huge thing right now. So, as you can see, my Valentine's Day shirt is 3 little gnomes. I have gnome earrings on today. I actually have gnomes behind me. I have a sunflower guy right here. If I move out of the way, you can see a couple more back here. If you paid attention during Christmas time, I had a couple others during Christmas time. So we're going to make a cute little gnome. Now, you do not have to decorate yours with hearts. This was just an example I was playing around with to see how to do it, so I could teach you guys how to do it. You do need a couple of things. Glue stick, because we're going to glue. Scissors, because we're going to do some cutting. You're going to need a color for the beard. Now, my beard is going to be white. So I just have a scrap of white. This is actually what I used as the frame for my watercolor heart extras. So I made a little wreath, and then I made a second 9-heart picture. So that was my extra stuff. So when I cut out the center, I kept that, knowing that I was going to do this gnome. So I have this as scrap paper. You're going to need a pink color or a fleshy color. If you don't have a fleshy color, you can always color it. I'm going to use pink. This is going to be for the gnome's nose. And then you need 2 other colors. One for his hat. My hat's going to be yellow. And the other one for his body. Now, my hat is going to match my shoes as well. So that is also what I'm going to use. So in reality, you need 3 colors, 4 colors, and that's it. So we're going to start with the beard, because that's the main part of our gnome besides the hat. So I'm going to take my circle. If yours isn't a circle, no worries. We're just using a scrap piece of paper. And you are going to make kind of a heart shape. So if you need your pencil, grab your pencil. You are not going to curve it in like you would. You're going to come out and then curve it down like you would a heart. So out and curve it down like you would a heart. And then we're going to cut those little pieces out so that it looks more like a beard. Now, if your top is not flat, that's okay. That's just where we're going to attach our beard to our hat. So here is my beard. Looks kind of like that heart shape without the V in the center. To get the beard look, I'm going to hold it like this, and I'm going to cut through both pieces. And I'm just going to take my scissors, and I'm going to curve up, and then I'm going to cut like I'm cutting part of a triangle, straight in. So I do a little curve up, and then cut in like a triangle. So I'm going to start at the edge of my paper, and I'm going to cut a little curve up, and then I'm going to cut in to give him that beard look. So I'll do it again, up a little bit further. And you only want to add a few of these. You don't want to get too hog wild. So I'm going to add just one more right here. So I have cut out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those pieces. If you don't do those, don't worry about it. If those are too hard for you, don't stress. So then you're going to open it up, and you're going to want to make sure the side that you drew on for your heart part is down to the table, because we don't want that to our up to us. So then you're going to take your paper, and I'm actually going to switch cameras here. So let me pause, and I will... Okay, so these next couple of steps, it'll be easier for me to show you with the document camera. So you see my beard. I'm going to take my yellow piece, and you can see I've used my yellow piece. So I'm going to actually put that side to me so that I can use that as a measurement tool. So I can see that I go just beyond, which is what I want. So I'm actually just going to take my scissors, and I'm going to cut almost a straight line right here. And I say almost because mine are never totally straight. So now we're going to make, as I keep getting my scraps in my way, we're now going to make this into a tall pointy triangle. So what you can do is, if you want it to be perfect, fold it in half. That way you are cutting only once. I want mine to be just kind of whimsical. So I'm going to start here at my edge. I'm just going to kind of cut at an angle. But I want to make sure that I hit the top part of my hat. Now, I want to leave a little bit of space here at the end, because I want to be able to have something at the end of that. So I'm just going to start cutting here. I'm going to cut at an angle down to where I was. So let's back the camera up a little bit. There we go. Here's my scraps. I'm going to keep those around for a second though, because I can use this part right here for my feet. And I'm good. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue up here. And I'm going to touch my hat. And I'm certain you're going, well, what about the nose? We'll get the nose on in just a second, and we should be able to stick it right there, no problem. Now, if you want, you can choose to fold your gnome hat behind, or you may choose to fold it in front. That is your choice. I'm going to fold mine behind, and I'm just going to fold it down, and I'm going to flatten it a little bit. Actually, I'm going to crease it really good. How about that? Then I'm going to take my glue, and I'm going to go on the inside here. And I'm going to put some glue so that my gnome, when I fold it over again, it's going to stick and it's going to stay. It's not going to go anywhere now. Okay. The next thing we're going to do, I'm going to cover up my glue because I'm really good at letting my glue dry out. I'm going to take my second color, and I'm going to kind of measure about how wide my hat is, because I will want to start about that width. Then I'm going to lay my beard and my guy on top of it. We want our body to be longer than our beard. So my hat is lined up with the top of my paper. I can see my beard goes to here. I know I need to come down to about here. Let's go back here. I'm going to make a mark right here. So now I'm going to cut that rectangle out. Line my scissors up, chomp, chomp, chomp. Line my scissors up, chomp, chomp, chomp. And there's my rectangle that will become my body. Now, with this rectangle, we're going to cut a U shape out of it. So if I turn my gnome over, you see that U shape. So we're just going to cut a U shape out of this guy. Now, if you want, you can draw it out first. I'm just freehanding it today. But if you need to draw it out, draw it out. Pause the video, draw it out. Okay, now I can stick my little gnome body on. So I'm actually going to just put the glue on the back of the beard. Stick my gnome body on. I think I got my glue a little high. Oh well. Push it down. Okay, now we're on to the feet. Now I'm going to line both my bottoms of my scrap paper up, and I'm going to cut off the extra part that I don't need. So I now have kind of this weird squarish shape. There we go, now we can see a little better. I'm just going to make an upside down U. And again, if you need to draw this out, draw it out. I'm just winging it. So now I've got my U shape. Somehow I got something else that's showing up on my computer. Hang on. There we go. Now I can see better. And I'm going to put my little feet right here. So, glue them down. They kind of look like gumdrops. Okay. Now you need your piece of paper for the nose. So I don't need this giant piece, I need just a square. So I'm going to cut it out and set that to the side. So now for this is your nose. I highly recommend, if you are not confident in doing a circle, trace one. Right here, I can trace real quick my lid to my glue stick, and that'll be right about the size I need for my nose. So, I'm gonna cut out my circle. Okay, now, we should still be able to peel up just that little bit right there. We don't need a whole lot of a lip up, just a little bit. And we can put glue and tuck on our nose. So, I'm gonna have to clean up my work spot after this because I'm gonna have glue all over my table. Well, so I'll peel that up just a little bit and I'll stick my gnome nose under. Push it back down. There is my gnome with his little nose. Now, I want to stick something on this end, so I'm going to get my orange again. And I'm going to cut out a flower shape, I think. Something kind of fun. So, I'm going to draw it, because if I try and cut a flower, it's not going to look right. Okay, so, cut out my flower shape. It's not going to be perfect, but that's okay. So there's my little flower. I'll stick that on. Let's go ahead and shrink this guy down just a little bit. There we go, that looks a little better. Now I'm going to stick it on there. And there I have my cute little gnome. So, when you have yours done, you can continue to add to it to decorate it. If you want to add some stuff to the hat, go for it. If you want to do hearts instead of a flower, go for it. Have some fun. If you want to do a clover for St. Patrick's Day, your choice. Have some fun with it. Decorate it how you see fit. If you want to just color different things, you can. If you used white paper and need to color it, now is a great time to color it. And take a picture of it, stick it in your assignment, and I will give you bonus points. I will see you guys soon. Bye.